Oh, I wish I was way more patient in life because I know so many things would have been accomplished and we would have moved on and we would have been further with just life holistically. But also not to blame myself, I know there's many factors to why we are here today, and I'm also grateful because I'm not in the worst spot. It's just that I know there's more, and also more could have been achieved by now. But again, we learn those lessons, we keep it moving because we only have this life and only today, and we're gonna have to do what we can. If anything, recording this video today was something really that I've been thinking about, and I love YouTube. I love YouTube. I've never necessarily got to a point where I have a community, which is fine, but also just the learning from long form, the editing. I don't think this video is going to be fancy. I'm not going to try to do that. I've always been the fruits of putting energy into long form when it comes to the short form and my progress of anything, because once you have the skill of editing or just feeling comfortable with creating, which again comes with a lot of long form, for me it just allows for that short forms to be created and for that little story or idea to get out faster and now in your life, not later. And again, so many beautiful things have come from short form for me, but I am ready to re-immerse myself into the long form, because what I do love about it in comparison to short form is coming back here and looking at what you were attempting. You just feel where you were spiritually, and it's so lovely to push you to keep going. And I think as a person that wants to practice that even more in life, where you are independent of motivation, and motivation also discipline, and it is your job and responsibility to ensure that you grow in those aspects. Not motivation, sorry, more the discipline, doing things that you said you would do. Obviously integrity, but discipline, genuinely setting up a plan with your goals and taking every day as an opportunity to get closer to them, looking at them and making the next best move for yourself to progress, to grow. I don't want to make this video long, but essentially I've been struggling career-wise to really settle and find something that's just one thing that I love and put all my energy into. But I'm not going to ramble in this video about that because I've done it before, and I think I'm in a space where I've grown in how I understand it now. But one thing I've realized, or a pattern in my career, no matter what I do, whatever I find myself being responsible for in that job, fashion. Fashion is a story that does matter to me, and I need to acknowledge it. I haven't given it the time I think it deserves in my life, but it's genuinely changed my life. From expressing who I am and finding the nuances of the human behind this body, do you know what I'm saying? Fashion has allowed me to really explore that, and the expression and how it's also received has made a difference in who I see myself to be and how I move. Of course, spiritually you want to grow out of that, not out of it only, being able to maneuver in that field, but also not being dependent on how people respond to you. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I love fashion, and I'm in a space where I want to not only be good at making clothes for myself, but eventually make clothes for you. Whoever wants to join my little train of expression, also finding what it is that matters to me. How do I want to make people feel through clothing? And essentially it's going to connect that to how I feel when I wear clothes, right? And more than anything, to end this video, because I wasn't very clear in what I was going to be serving you, it's because I know that I'm going to be posting it and I'm not going to be necessarily promoting it. I'm hoping that my people watch it, or anyone that comes across it. I want to start this fashion journey using this beautiful book, The Artist Way. The Artist Way, so many people have done it. It's by Julia Cameron. Watched a lot of videos and reviews, her story and how she began, and I'm not going to go into that, but essentially it is something that's going to be helpful in you tackling your creative journey and endeavors, and not overthinking, just doing, and also immersing yourself in the world that's happening inside of you. Writing those good morning pages, darling, have changed not my life yet like that, but have improved my understanding of a lot of topics and how I break things down when they come to surface in my brain. I started this last year. I was given this as a gift by my friend Jessica Mabiga. I love you, Tommy, and honestly thank you. This is a lifelong dream, because every time I try and reattempt to do it, it's different. I've never finished it. And I'm doing this video because I believe it's about that time. This is going to be week 0 for me. Week 0 means rereading everything before chapter 1. This helps you as an artist to again, not only commit to something, but also allow yourself and give yourself grace within that process. It's been a long time for me where I create something, and that's just a video alone. And me sitting down today and doing this video without a solid point is also part of that. I'm just like, I want to just create and get it out, and I'll do it slower next time. I'll create a script. But essentially, week 0, and I'm going to take you with me every single week because I think it's going to make a difference once I also involve myself in a community where I can be held accountable, and I am excited. I want to show you, last year I used to write it on this book, my Good Morning Pages. I'm going to go into more detail about it later, but I can't do 3 pages, and I think that's why I always stop, because it does take a long time in the morning to write and get a lot of your thoughts, your dreams, the first thoughts that you start your day with. It is a lot. So I've decided to mesh my Good Morning Pages with my journaling, not journaling, but my journal, my everyday journal, things that I need to do, what I'm grateful for, my affirmations, etc. And I found that it's a little bit easier, and it ensures that I don't have so many books to carry with me and everything is here and convenient. As I check what I need to do, I can already start writing on my journal, and I get that out of the way. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not a writer. I do love words. I think there's so much power in them, and I would like to be great in how I engage with them. Yes, I'd like to write actually. Hey, scripting is something that I love. And I am going to end this video soon, in a sense where I thank you so much to whoever's going to be jumping on this journey with me, and I really hope something great out of it comes out. I do know there will be something great out of it, because there's so many things that I'm also going to force myself to change, and I am going to create a structure in which I need to commit to following, and it's all about being held accountable also by you. I know what I want, and it's about time to go get it. I love you, take care of yourself, and I can't wait for us both to grow and inspire one another and relinquish the potential that we speak of, that we know we have, but know that we'll never experience if we don't do. I am Satems, darling.